And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Detroit Pistons here at Little Caesars Arena. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Detroit. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, Atlanta. And they're down 4 spots from them.
And if you look at the Hawks right now, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations. But I think this team can take it to another level if they get rolling.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and Reza Shea at the small forward. And it's Wallace in at the 1. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the bucket by the Pistons.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Richache is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 3 shots.
The free throw drops for Reza Shea. And the Pistons combining veteran shooting Stan with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duren and Asar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space. Well, you watch Reza Shea. He's so smooth in everything he does, making difficult plays look effortless, really at both ends.
Now, here's Cunningham. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. It's Edwards on the wing. There's the triple. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Nice looking 3-ball by MP. Proving he can hurt you from downtown.
Wallace with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. Okongwu against Duren. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Cunningham left side. Back to MP. And Edwards slams it in.
And MP is young enough, you know he's always going to finish that play off with a dunk.
Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the 76ers.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Here's Cunningham after the basket by Atlanta to the paint. And there's Edwards on the assist by Cunningham. 10 points for MP.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
Now, here's Johnson. He had 19 points in the win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
And so, it's Detroit with it. After the basket by Atlanta, Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing here by 8. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Johnson, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. Stan, Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor. Well, over just a few years, Jalen Johnson has been able to transform himself into an offensive force. Give him credit for putting in the work.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Well, with the new season underway, we get a look at the new class to enter the league with the rookie race. All these rookies have done a good job adjusting to the NBA as they look to take home the Rookie of the Year honors at the end of the season. You look at MP, what a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Yeah, he's a clear #1 right now. Nobody even close to passing.
And it is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
To the middle, here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. 14 points for MP.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Bounce pass from Risa J. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, in that two-player action, I really like Okongwu as the pick. He moves really well.
Edwards inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Out to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Duran controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So for the Pistons, Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duran. Holland comes in for Edwards. And Marcus Sassers. Edwards comes in for Holland. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Marcus Sasser. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Gabe Vincent. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Pass to Daniels. Here's Newell to stop the run. It's hauled in by Stewart. Detroit leading by 12. And here's Edwards from the arc. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. Shooting 78%.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
36 seconds left in the first. Kispert dishes to Kuminga. Clock at 6. No good that time.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
MP finds Green. The Pistons working the ball around now. Herder, no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Well, they here right now. Oh, did he?
And welcome back to the second quarter of action.
Just gotta
Plenty of
keep it
basketball
up,
left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
Well, the
Slow
coaching
it down.
staff's game plan is very clear. Move the
Making me
ball
slow
on the
down.
perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Newell. Daniels out there with Kuminga. Then it's Corey Kispert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard. Good work there as it goes. Herder's got the first basket of the second quarter for Detroit.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Newell. Outside Daniels. There's the screen. Harris on the double team. There's Kuminga. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Quinn Snyder entering his third full season as head coach of the Hawks.
Well, before this, Quinn had a good 8-year run as coach of the Utah Jazz, which ended when he resigned. Most coaches have a tendency toward being fired instead. But he quickly moved on in Atlanta.
Hey.
And Green slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Kuminga the pass to Alexander Walker. Yep, it counts. Alexander Walker's got 6.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. He's checked in for Detroit. Kate Cunningham comes in for Kevin Herder. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Harris outside. Now here's Cunningham, defended by Alexander Walker. Hollins kicks to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. From 13, rebound by the Hawks.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that there are real teeth in those second and third divisions. The goal was to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Back to you, Kevin.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Kuminga.
Oh, come on now. It's going to make me
first basket of the game for him.
Slide over like that.
And over time, we've seen Kuminga be a more aggressive scorer.
especially when he has the ball inside.
MP outside. Pass to Holland. Now, here's Stewart, covered by Johnson. Stewart passes to Holland. And now, we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Pistons leading by 17. Harris finds Cunningham. Now, here's MP. He's guarded closely. Cunningham off the pick from Edwards. Inside. The shot missing.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Kispert, the pass to Alexander Walker. Shot from the top of the key. Holland with the rebound. Detroit's got a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Floats it up for MP and stolen by Daniels.
You got to get it there, Cade. Oh.
Drives to the hoop. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Different look here for Detroit. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for MP. Robinson is subbed in for Tobias Harris. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Kuminga. Zachary Riza comes in for Kispert. And Wallace subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Cunningham against Wallace. Cunningham inside. Outside for Robinson. Another miss, and it's really hit a rough patch here. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
Your triceps, all heads, those hang.
For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Heat in Miami. Cunningham against Wallace. Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. Wallace dishes to Okongwu. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Great open look there. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Cunningham on the wing. Wallace covering.
So guys, it got to be AI.
Cunningham against Wallace. Pass to Duren from 12 feet out. Second chance effort and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duren is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
That's good from Duren. And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
And his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Harris outside. Detroit, no good that time either. The Hawks trail by 12. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Wallace finds Okongwu. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Wallace against Cunningham. Thompson for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
How did I not learn this? A genius bread trick everyone should know. I'll start by cutting 6 slices of sandwich bread using flax. Tell me what's your favorite recipe using bread. I'd love to know. Then I'm going to roll over the slices with a rolling pin.
Good to see you, and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit
just
for the
like we
Atlanta
did
Hawks.
with the bread. I'll do the same with 6
If they think
slices
they'll
of
win
ham.
with this kind of defense, they're tripping.
Here we have 6
When
boiled
you give up
eggs,
that many
which
good
will
shots,
mash
it
using a potato
fuels
masher.
your opponent's fire.
You like gasoline
At
on
this
a
point,
flame,
I'll add
I'd
3
say.
tablespoons of mayonnaise, parsley to taste, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1
And
half
what better
teaspoon of
time
black
than
pepper,
now
and
to get
mix
caught up
until
on
well
the
combined.
Rookie of the Year race?
Of course MP's in the running. He hasn't looked
To
like
assemble
a rookie,
it,
and
place
he
2
hasn't
slices of
acted
cheese
like
on a
it.
round piece of
Yeah,
bread.
he seems to gain confidence with every outing. And clearly, the coaches trust
A
him.
spoonful of the filling we just made and spread
Thanks
it
for
out.
spending halftime with us.
And
Time
before
to
I
get it
forget,
back out to
tell
Kevin
me which
Harlan
city you're
for the
watching
start of
from,
the
so
third
I can
quarter.
send you a big...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 10-point game. Thompson is out there with MP. Then it's Duren. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Robinson in at the 2. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
All right, we know Johnson favors these close-in looks. He likes a sure thing.
Here's Thompson. Here's MP. The offensive rebound. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It goes on Jalen Johnson. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
MP, 1 shot.
Free throw good, Edwards. Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Alexander Walker. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Atlanta, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Rizachet's hit them both. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Good on the triple. And the Pistons lead by 14.
Well, you try to stay connected to Cunningham, but he finds a way.
Pass to Rizachet, and stolen by Thompson. And here is MP. And the dunk by MP.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Hawks passing it around. No problem knocking that one down. Rizachet's got 5 points in the quarter.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Ricochet thrives in that role.
Edwards passes to Duran. Cunningham outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. MP against Okongwu. Edwards kicks to Robinson. Thompson for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now Wallace. No scoring in this one. Johnson. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Pistons leading by 11. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Thompson surveying the floor. Edwards kicks to Cunningham. Shoots over Johnson. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, there's a lot lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, as always, we appreciate the update. And Johnson with the stuff.
Well, every season, Johnson seems to take another leap. What a big night for him. You have to be excited about this guy's future.
Back to MP. Oh, watch out, MP!
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game, because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
For the Pistons, Harris is checked in for Johnson. And it's Green in for Duncan Robinson. And then for Atlanta, Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Okongwu. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Wallace. Detroit on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Reza Shea with it. He's got 7. No good with the wing jumper. A steal. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They have a 9-point lead. It's stolen by Kuminga. Here's Daniels. Johnson outside. Takes a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Johnson's got 9 points in the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
points for him. Here's Edwards. And that one is off. Nice defense from Kuminga. Green against Daniels. Back to Rizachet. To the inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, that's a nice assist for Rizachet. Playmaking will be key in his development.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. So for the Pistons, Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren. Holland comes in for MP. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And then for Atlanta, Gaze checked in. And Newell subbed in for Zachary Rizachet. The Hawks trail by 8. So with Johnson sitting on the bench. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Kispert is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Dyson Daniels. Then there's Newell. And it's Kuminga in at the power forward position. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Newell.
Using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
MP up top. Defended by Kuminga. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Now Kuminga. Back to Alexander-Walker. Outside Kuminga. A three-pointer off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the world.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
The Hawks trail by 8. Kuminga, screen on Huerter. Here's Alexander-Walker. Some solid defense from Harris.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
MP with the easy bucket inside.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Kuminga, screen on Huerter. Pass to Newell. Here's Daniels. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons leading by 10. MP converting the top bucket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Hit by Kuminga. Here's Alexander-Walker. And it's off from three-point range. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Well, a risky pass there. And if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
And the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Johnson, he's checked in for Newell. Edwards against Kuminga. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
MP showing he's a force near the hoop.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pistons?
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And he knocks down the first one. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Check in for Levert. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
All right, Allie, thank you. To the paint. It's tipped. Pass to Kuminga. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
Cunningham sets a screen for Duran. To the middle. Here's Alexander Walker. Outside Daniels. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The youngster, MP, keeping that head on a swivel.
The Hawks trail by 14. Back to Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Right side, Kuminga. Johnson. That shot, no good. Good defense by MP. Now here is Harris. And stolen by Daniels. A three-pointer. Good.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So for the Pistons, Thompson comes in for Holland. Robinson is subbed in for Harris. Here's Cunningham. Here's Edwards. Great focus, MP.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Riza with it, working on Thompson. Now Johnson. Now Riza. Shot clock at 6.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Here's Cunningham. It's deflected. Here's Johnson. It's stolen by Edwards. Now Duran. Now Edwards. Now Duran. 6 on the shot clock. Now Cunningham. Johnson rips down the board. Here's Riza. He's covered by Thompson. Riza with it. Okongwu with the screen on Thompson. Throws it down. What an assist!
And you can tell Riza has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Duran sets the screen for MP.
Well, as a lob partner, Duran's exactly what you want. He really goes and gets it.
The Hawks trail by 11. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. Here's Okongwu. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, this is what you love about Johnson. The all-around ability. That time running pick and roll and making the right decision.
Johnson against MP. Thompson outside. Edwards looking it over. Now Robinson shoots the 3. The 3 goes down.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
He's off from 3.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Alexander Walker. First personal foul. 2 seconds.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamel.
30-plus points usually means you had a good night. Wins do, too. This is your job, MP, and it's hard work. But does it feel like hard work on nights like tonight?
Man, it is hard work. You got the best players on earth testing you on both sides of the court. And 20,000 fans ready to let you know when you fail. Doesn't mean it's not fun. I love putting in the hard work, Dominic. You should know that. How long you been following me?
Since the beginning.
You got a front row seat to the greatest show on earth.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Thanks for talking with us, MP.
Hey, just keep watching.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. We'll see you later on.